कई बार अक्सर पीपल कम टू माई ओपीडी एंड दे आर लाइक मैम हम पागल हो जाएंगे, हम पागल हो रहे हैं. एंड समटाइम्स पेशेंट्स आर बॉट बाय देयर फैमिलीज एंड द फर्स्ट टाइम दे notice the board of a psychiatrist, the first thing they are like, oh my god, where have you bought me? Are you trying to implicate me? Are you trying to label me as a mad person? Even today, most people hesitate coming to a psychiatrist, hesitate visiting for any mental health challenge just for one reason, because they believe that they are mentally weak. So this is the first myth we need to address, that mental illness is a sign of mental weakness. Do you believe that? Let me start off with a story. So I had a 27-year-old lady and she had just recently visited my OPD. Very well educated, qualified, working woman in her 5th month of pregnancy. She came and walked into my cabin with her husband, looking very scared and a little dull. So I seated both of them and I started talking to them. And I asked the husband, what's been happening with lately? Because she was hesitating, she was tearing up, and she was gently nudging her husband and saying that, please, you explain to the doctor. I'm not able to speak. That's how choked she was feeling. So I asked the husband, कि क्या हो रहा है? What's been happening with her lately? He said कि आजकल बहुत irritable हो रही है. She's been crying a lot. She's feeling really upset. And I'm not really sure. But ma'am, I need to let you know that she had 2 prior abortions. So I started off, in that direction. जैसे हम, any one of us would ask, how did you cope up with your abortion? How did you cope up with losing 2 children previously? And still the lady was looking very hesitant, very withdrawn. So काफी बार, many times, the first sign that someone might be having persistent mental difficulties is the change in their overall behavior. They can start looking very dull, very withdrawn. They can be more to themselves, or sometimes they can become very irritable and snappy and very angry and irritable at times. So since the lady was hesitating to open up, I asked her husband to step outside, and that's when things turned. She said, ma'am, can I trust you on this? I said, for sure. Whatever you say shall be between us. And then she said, ma'am, मैं पागल हो रही हूँ ना? Ma'am, I really think I'm going mad. मैं नहीं बता सकती अपने husband को. So I just asked her, how is your husband responding to you as you've been feeling low? She said, no ma'am, he's been really supportive. But I can't afford to feel like this. I can't afford to visit a psychiatrist. I am going to be labeled mad. I'm losing my mind. And she kept crying and weeping and weeping. This is just one of the many instances I see on a routine basis in my OPD. And this saddens me that so many times people look at mental illness as a mental weakness. They assume that if they are feeling under the weather, if they are feeling a little low, it means something is not right. Something is not right in my mind. Mental illness has nothing got to do with willpower. काफी बार many fathers walk into my OPD with their kids and they're like, ma'am, हमारे time में हम लोग कितने strong थे. Look at my kid. All he lacks is a willpower. That's why he's behaving so. Not always mental challenges are related to willpower. We need to understand that. In fact, recognizing that you have some sort of mental health challenge is also an act of tremendous strength and courage, right? And that's what I narrated to the lady who came to me in the OPD. And I had to reassure her. The entire session went about just reassuring her that what she's experiencing is not something which is wrong, abnormal, or horrible. This is a challenge which majority people face even today. What can we do? What practical things can we do as a society, as a family, and for the future of our future generation? What can we do? First, if you notice any persistent, यानी लगातार कई हफ्तों तक, कई days and कभी-कभी months also, if you notice कि कोई डल हो रहा है, बातें नहीं कर रहा है, उनके बिहेवियर में, उनके पर्सनालिटी में any changes are coming, please have a compassionate, non-judgmental approach. Let me explain what is that. Compassion is holding ground for what a person is going through without judging them for what they will say. The major thing which has helped me crack open many people who hesitate to open up is when I assure them that no matter what you tell me today, I am not going to judge you for it. I think that's the first step we need to demonstrate to people around us when anyone is experiencing some difference persistently and consistently. Second, when you notice that they aren't able to help themselves, and despite you trying to be supportive, kind, you also have to know that you aren't equipped. None of us are taught emotional mental health in schools and colleges. At least when I was young, there wasn't even a concept that mental health matters. At least now, in this era, a lot of people are opening up to this idea. So if you notice that you aren't able to help, it's not a sign that you are inadequate. It is possible that you are lacking the skills to approach them. And oftentimes people with mental illnesses, because of the stigma that it's a mental health challenge, it's a weakness, struggle to open up about it. One thing which you can remind people is no matter how successful, how talented, how well accomplished you might be, you can't do it all the time, all alone, right? So we need to offer the same advice or suggestion to people in your immediate family, friends, society, that they don't have to face this all alone. And probably then they might open themselves up to seek mental health, because mental health matters.